I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I have friends that are firefighters and I know that they use soap.
And she was screaming at me over soup.
Fuck this, I am not ever talking to a Scientologist again. These people are all insane.
I'm putting my bricks in the dumpsters, motherfuckers. Do you see me, bitches? I'm throwing my bricks. And he's just like chucking bricks.
Hello and welcome to Talking Shit About, a monthly podcast where I, Elizabeth Wipperman, interview someone about something they love, something they hate, something they've been through, or something they just know a lot about, and hopefully by the end we've all learned something. This is a Microsode, a little treat in between episodes where I pick a topic and rant and ramble for a few minutes. This actually isn't really a fun one. This is sort of helping people meet their basic needs because our government has failed us, specifically 42 million of us. I'm not recording this in my studio. I'm recording it in my living room with my dogs, so there is dog background noise. I'm sorry for that. I just got off work. It was a great day, but a long day, and I didn't want to haul my stuff up and down the stairs, so living room it is. This was originally going to be this Microsode ASMR part 2. I've decided to push that back to December because of the dramatic increase of food insecurity in the United States. I figured I might as well use my small but mighty platform to help people meet their basic needs. So today I am going to do kind of a quick and dirty, this is how you locate food resources in your community, whether that be to feed yourself and your family or to donate either money or food or your time to organizations that are helping people. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the episode. Okay, so the first thing you can do when you're searching for food, assuming you're doing it online, is to search for your location and food bank to find food distributors. I took the liberty of going through all 50 states, and you can find links to your state's food banks in the show notes via a Google Doc. I'm going to kind of elaborate more on that at the end, but just so you know, I've tried to make it as easy as possible. When you are looking at these sites, if you are seeking food, what you want to look for are buttons that say help or resources or find resources. So help, resources, find. Those are your 3 keywords to look for when looking for food on those websites. If you are trying to donate, you're going to look for donate, support, or give buttons. Another way to find local resources is to call 211 or visit 211info.org, where you can also find information on how to donate other items such as clothing or household items. It also has a bunch of other different resources like housing. I can't speak for every 211 representative. However, I have worked with the one in Tillamook, and she is fantastic. She's at like every social service meeting. She's at every community event. Really wants to know all of the available resources and have that database as up to date and accurate as humanly possible. So shout out to her, A. But B, I hope that your local representative is that helpful as well. If you have a local social services organization, like a community action team, you can reach out to them to see what items are needed and where, or to find resources. Many people are converting their little free libraries to food pantries. You can visit freelittleLibrary.org/map to find little libraries near you. However, at this time, there are no filters for food boxes, pantries. Yeah, that is one possible resource. It's kind of, oh my God, Marty's eating my pillow. Dude, what are you doing? It's wild. Marty hasn't chewed up pillows in years. I think she's mad that I'm working full time again. Anyway, sorry. If you're donating, I recommend donating directly to local services so you know exactly where your money or items are going. Queer Satanic has been doing great work keeping tabs on the Satanic Temple, who online at least propose that they have this SNAP feed the poor program, whatever, and it's shady at best. So I'm sure there are many grifters out there, so just be conscious of where your money and food is going. You can also contact local leaders, elected officials, local religious organizations, and other local nonprofits to find out what the specific needs are in your community and, again, to get help. There are many tools on the internet to find resources. However, testing some of them with the knowledge of resources in my area, I found a lot of them to not be very accurate. That doesn't mean don't use them. It just means that the information may be out of date. It may not have all of the resources in your area, so you might have to do a little bit of follow-up. I'm sorry, the burden should not be on you, but it is our system that we live in. If you are able to donate, please do so. People need it. And if you need help, that is okay. That's not a personal failing. That is our system working against you. Please ask for help. Please get food. No one should ever go hungry. So again, in the show notes, I have a Google Doc that has links to all 50 states' food banks. So the only 2 states that I've received food assistance in are Montana and Oregon, both of which have like a state, by state, I mean, isn't run by the state, but it's like the food bank of Oregon. So Oregon Food Bank, Montana Food Bank. So I just assumed all 50 states have this, right? No. So some of the links are to like Montana and Oregon, like the statewide distributor that will know all of the different food locations and should have them listed on their websites. Some states have their food banks kind of like dispersed throughout the state. Well, they all are, Jesus. I'm so tired. I'm trying, guys. So like Alabama, for example, they have north, west, and east. And as far as I can tell, there's no overarching mother umbrella organization. They are individual food banks. Like there's no network necessarily. There could be, but at least from what I found online, that's not what I saw. So if you are in, for example, Alabama, and you check out the Northwest East food banks and you're like, wow, none of them are close to me at all, I would recommend reaching out to them and asking if they know of any resources closer to you. And if they don't know, they'll probably be able to direct you to someone who does know. Again, the burden should not be on you, but this is the shit sandwich we've been dealt. And so I'm trying my best to make it easy, but let me tell you, it's not. Some of the links are to, I want to say the organization's Feeding America, but it'll say like Feeding Wisconsin, Feeding whatever state. And that's a good list of food banks. However, I'm pretty sure they only list food banks that are in their like quote unquote network. So there might be more food resources out there that aren't listed in their network. But again, these are at least good starting points to hopefully get you to food or get you to where you need to go to donate. Again, if you need help, ask for it. If you've got help to give it. And that's a wrap for this month's Microsode. I have a ton of interviews I need to edit, so I have no idea what December's episode is going to be, but it's going to be a good one, let me tell you. So thank you again for listening, and stay tuned.